Okay, so I just got done watching episode 13 of PitBabe, and I guess they wrapped it up nicely. It's a couple of parts where I was like, was it actually, was it necessary? Was it needed? But overall, it was done very well. Starting with the whole, where they left off at, in I guess like the auction or whatever, it got messy real fast. Like, Tony was mad. He was pissed. Like, how dare you come and interrupt what I got going on? That was like Tony's whole thing. Like, you should be grateful that I took you in. I raised you. I gave you opportunities. Blah, blah, blah. Like, he did not, like, it's like he couldn't process that he was, like, basically doing the wrong thing. And when confronted with it, he went off. Like, he was like, no one's leaving. No one's leaving. We're all, if I go to hell, you're going to hell with me. That's his whole motto. And so it's like, sir, the one person that was standing in your corner that was going to stick beside you no matter what, you turned your back on him and replaced him with Winner. Kenta knows Winner ain't shit. Winner can't do nothing. And so that was like a slap in the face to Kenta, because he was like, you're going to replace me with that? You got to be effing lying to me. Like, really? Oh, I got something for that ass. And what did he do? He gave the information to Alan and Jeff and was like, do as you please. Do as you please. And when all the odds were stacked up against them, against, Alan, Jeff, Pete, Way, Charlie, Babe, what happened? Kenta came out the woodwork, came out of nowhere, said, it would be me that's going to end you. You may have gave me life, but I'm going to take your life. And I'm like, wow, Kenta, this is very poetic. This is very poetic in a way. And he just kind of like looked at Tony, and he was like, Pa, stop it. And I'm like, wow, I'm still kind of confused about their relationship. I don't know if it was an adoptive kind of thing or that was actually his real father. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. They didn't really delve into it. But when Winter was like, he's still on his power trip or whatever with Sonic and North, and Kim came out of nowhere, just like Kenta. Kim came out of nowhere and basically, gave back with Winter gave to him with the help of North and Sonic. I was not mad. I was not mad at all. And so then, I don't know if to say unfortunately or fortunately, Wade did not make it out of the house. Everyone was like crying and sad or whatever. I'm like, to me personally, he was all about the shits and giggles when it was looking good for him. You know what I'm saying? But as soon as, Babe wasn't feeling him no more, Daddy didn't need him no more, then now it's, what do I do? Like, Daddy doesn't need me anymore. He's not paying my bills no more. Babe doesn't want me. He doesn't love me, which he made honestly clear from the beginning. But anyway, so it's like he's trying to make, I guess, amends. And so now it's like the last 20 minutes, he didn't make it out the house. He made it out the house, but inside a box. So it's like, I know some people that's like sad or whatever, but it's like, I didn't feel any type of way about it. If anything, I was skipping for all the crying and stuff. I was skipping for that. And then when they were at the funeral, I was like, I was skipping for that too, because they were showing all these montages. And then the one montage that I was confused about was Pete and Way. Like, you barely had any scenes with this man. Like, how are you having all this emotion? Like, you had barely known this man. What? You barely had any kind of like that, like, emotional connection with him, and you're a montage, really? There was no inkling of a relationship for them, any kind of romance. So I'm not really sure what that montage was supposed to be showing. Like, I understand everyone else, like, he's a friend. Then, like, for Alan, like, he was really upset. Like Alan said, 10 years. 10 years he been, I've been knowing this man. So I understand that. But Pete, I had to skip. Charlie finally told Babe that the man that helped him was actually his father. So Babe and his dad had, they talked it out. And his dad told him, like, what happened. Basically Tony, lied to him. That's why it's important to read the paperwork before you sign it. I know it'd be a lot. I know it'd be a lot of paperwork. You overwhelmed. But that's why it's important. And he's talking about how he was basically following him and making the scrapbooks and stuff. But Babe was like, I went through a lot. I can't trust people. Like, it's because of selfish adults like you and Tony. That's basically what he was saying. And then we had a scene with, who was that? With Alan and Jeff in the house. And they was doing their thing. I'm going to say that. They was doing their thing. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad at all. And then we get to, it goes to when they was, like, now Kim is part of ex-Hunter team. I knew that was going to happen anyway because, he likes to be with the winners. We already knew this. We already know this. He's like, well, I'm going to be on a team that loses all the time if I'm not the one that's going to help him. And so he's on ex-Hunter. What was that? Jeff and Alan, they together, of course. And then Babe and Charlie, they was in the locker room helping each other calm down. Then it stops. I'm thinking, okay, it's about to show the credits. No, it shows that Alan had came up with, like, some kind of, like, congratulatory picnic or something for Jeff. Because he graduated from university. So it was like a double date, basically. And it was cute. I was like, okay, no, no problem. This is real cute. And then, of course, after the, when the credits started, then they showed, like, the behind the scenes and stuff. Okay, so critiques. I've been saying it for a while now. I don't really understand. Like Jeff, Jeff Allen, Charlie Babe. Okay, we get it. I don't understand what was the purpose of, I don't know, they were just doing it for promo. What was the purpose of pairing up the other characters if they're not going to be a couple? A lot of people were saying they're just pairs. Then what was the purpose then? Because people were, like, really looking forward to the other pairs. Like, a lot of people were looking forward to Pete and Way. As you can see, there was no getting together. Like, so I guess they were just using them for promo to, like, look, hey, we got all these couples in here. False advertisement. Like, for me, I was looking forward to North and Sonic because it looks like there's something there. Like, they're alluding to something that's there, but it's not there. Like, we don't get any kind of what's going on. Like, with Pete, it could have went either way. It could have been with Way. It could have been with Kenta. I would prefer to be with Kenta because that storyline is more interesting to me. It's a lot more going on right there. But hey, I digress. And then with, like, I already knew something fishy was going to happen because Dean and Winter, really, they didn't have no scenes together. Not a one. And then Kenta and Kim, only scene they had together was when Kenta was beating his ass. So it's like, come on. So I guess they just used the other ones for promo, but it was like, I don't know. It's just false advertisement. But besides that, I like the series overall. Interesting. I would like more stuff like this, where it's different genres in BL, because this was a different genre. It was Omegaverse, but it wasn't really Omegaverse. But that's a different story for a different time.